We're back, Dr. RSU. Let me try that again. We're back, and RSU's Dr. Amy Richards is our final guest for today. See, I need a nurse. How are
I'm
you?
Here. I am great. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, tickled that to have you.
Appreciate it.
We have a nursing program here at Rogers State, and you're a part of it. Bring us up to speed. How much training do the young folks receive at Rogers State?
Rogers State University, I can confidently say that we educate the finest nurses in the area. Nursing is a calling, I believe, and the students that it's competitive to get into the RSU nursing program. We now have a baccalaureate program. I am working with the RN to BSN program, which is a program for associate degree nurses, those that have 2 years of education and want to go back and gain their baccalaureate degree. So that is, that's my area of teaching right now.
You have, by you, I mean, we all have seen the growth in the medical field, which has triggered the demand for good nurses. And nurses, up until 5 years ago, we always thought were female. But you have male students as well, don't you?
We do. A little more than 10% of our nursing students are male. And it's wonderful. We embrace males in nursing. We welcome culturally diverse students. We all create the wonderful, the role of the professional nurse, all of our own gifts and talents that we bring to the profession.
And they're in such demand. I have a friend whose son was in combat in Afghanistan and would call his dad from time to time from the battlefield and say, "Dad, I don't know how this is going to go, but you could hear the sounds of combat all around him." And he'd call him, a day or so later and say, "Everything's fine." He's in the States, and when COVID hit and closed the country down, as it did the rest of the world, he got yanked like a puppy on a chain from one hospital to the next because they didn't have enough nurses, and ended up in New York City at one of the big hospitals up there and was making incredible money because he was in demand. And come to find out, he did his first year here, his very first year.
Is that right?
So
Wonderful.
It's easy for me to sit back and say, I know what you're talking about. Know exactly what you're talking about. Where, and I'm sure you're able to trace it, where do our students go from here, the majority of them?
Our students, I would say 99% go directly into clinical practice, whether it's the local ICUs, community clinics out in the rural areas. I also have students that go into travel nursing. And I have a student that traveled up to Connecticut and is doing travel nursing. Love to hear about her adventures. So the doors open up, the pathway when a nurse has their bachelor's degree, the doors open up. Leadership, management, forensic nursing, the pathway to education, the pathway to nurse practitioner school, and operating nurse-run clinics. I mean, how great is that out in the rural communities to have a nurse-run clinic?
And when they use Rogers State as the diving board and they're headed for the deep end of the pool, they can end up being trained anywhere. Mm-hmm. That's a wonderful, wonderful legacy. Mm-hmm. It certainly is. Very proud
of our nursing students. Our program is rigorous. It's challenging. And I must boast on our bachelor's degree pass rates. They're very good. That's one thing to look for with the nursing program. How many students passed their boards, their NCLEX exam on the first try? So we're very proud of that.
Well, you should be. We got, what, 30 seconds? In that 30 seconds, what are some of the grads doing with their degrees?
With our degrees, with the RN to BSN program, the doors open up. Hospitals are looking more towards bachelor's prepared nurses. So these associate degree nurses are coming back to our 100% online program. They can obtain their bachelor's degree in as little as 3 semesters. And it's accelerated. We have 5-week classes, one right after another, for
Dr.
3 semesters.
I want to thank you for taking time to come in. We've run out of time. We hit that wall when I have to let you go.
Okay.
But thanks for coming in, and thanks for wearing that wonderful perfume. I absolutely love it. Thought you had Julia Roberts somewhere tucked away behind you. That's all the time we have for this get-together, and we will see you back here next time.